What's up, people? The internet, Jacob here, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, also welcome. I love all things dual sports, adventure bikes, pretty much everything on two wheels. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please like and subscribe. All right. Oh, it pains me to say this, but I have more bad news. And I'm trying not to be a Debbie Downer, but I just got back from doing parts of the Southern California BDR and the Northern California BDR on my Tuareg with some friends. And first of all, the Northern California BDR was amazing. It is technical. Unfortunately, the expert routes are still snowed in, but it's got to be, I think it's probably the most beautiful BDR that I've done yet. I've done all of them now on the West Coast. But anyway, regardless, my Tuareg, everything was going great until the bike wouldn't start. I thought it hitting the start button, trying to start the bike up, the relay was just making a click. And I was like, oh shit. So went through all the fuses. All the fuses are fine. Unplugged everything, plugged it back in. Made sure it wasn't the side stand sensor, which it wasn't. And I even have the side stand sensor delete little dongle, and then the original as well. And so I'm just guessing it's the starter, right? I even replaced the relay. So luckily Reno had a relay in stock. I grabbed that relay and plugged it in. It still didn't work. So I'm guessing it's the starter. For a 2-year-old bike, and a starter going out is, it's not impossible, but it's pretty uncommon, right? I really believe it's probably a sensor issue. So you shouldn't be riding off-road, right, without a starter, but I'm a little shithead and decided, hey, I'm just going to bump start this thing, which I did for an entire week, off-road and wherever, running, with all my gear on and bump starting it. It's pretty easy. You get it up to 10 miles an hour, drop the clutch in third gear, and it starts right up until it didn't. So there were some pretty gnarly detours on the northern sections, like section 8. So a couple little kind of cliff sides you gotta go down and then rip back up them because there's just giant trees that are down that haven't been cleared yet. So anyway, I made it up to the top around this detour, and right at the top my rear wheel slid out and I fell over, but I kept the bike running. Like with everything that I had in me, I was like, this thing's not turning off, right? So my back leg was kind of stuck behind the rear bag, and I got it up pretty quickly, but I think with the tip over sensor, it cut the power to the bike. And I was feeling lucky because I had made it up this detour. I was at the top, and then there was a big downhill section. So I was like, cool, I'll just bump start this thing again. Nope. So tried bump starting it like 4 times, even up to 30 miles an hour, 3rd, 4th, 5th gear. It wouldn't budge. The bike would not start. I had a friend try to tow me and bump start it. It still wouldn't start. So in the end of the day, it took a whole day for my friend to tow me about 14 miles through some really gnarly stuff on his KTM 525, I believe it is. So it just not good. So then after that, luckily there was this really beautiful lake. I believe Lake Almador or Almanita or something like that. I think it's near Chesterville, so California. So luckily I have the AAA RV Premier towing, which if you don't have that, you have to get that. It's pretty cheap, like 130 a year with a free tow up to 200 miles. So being in the middle of nowhere, like I don't believe there was a U-Haul, it wasn't open that day, and no rental vehicles or anything like that. I decided to get a tow to Redding, California, and get it as close to home. I live in Seattle, so just get it as north as I could and take advantage of that 200-mile free tow. Put it in a storage place in Redding, rented a car, and went home. So now I have to, sometime this week, rip down there with my vehicle and trailer and pick it up and take it to the dealer. I guess I don't know what to do with it at this point. We did try to take the starter out, uninstall it, but it's a pain in the ass to get to the starter. We got it all kind of disassembled, but you can't pull it out. You really have to take the bike all apart to get that starter and pull it out. So that sucks. And I've spoke with a couple dealers, and there's no starters in stock in the US, and they're not delivering until late August this year, and right now it's like June 3rd. So my bike was just at the dealer for what, like 4 months, and now if I can't figure this out, I may not have it, you know, be able to use it until late August. So I think I'm done. I think I'm done with the Tuareg, you guys. I'll get it going and probably just sell it. It's super boring, but I've been thinking about the DR650 because I'm starting to get closer to wanting to do a big trip down to Ushuaia, or, you know, I'm ready to get out of here and kind of go travel, see the globe on a motorcycle. So I don't know. That bike's not very cool, but it is very, slippery. It is very reliable. So it's on my mind. The GS is just way too heavy. I love my GSs, but just not the right bike for that kind of trip. I like off-road, getting into the more gnarly stuff. So I don't know. I also thought about that new BMW, the 900 GS, but that's also just, it's a big heavy bike. So I'll keep you posted on what we figure out with the Tuareg and kind of go from there. So until the next video, like and subscribe, and be safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.